The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. The greatest burden a child must bear is the unlived life of the parent. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of others. Your vision will become clear only when you look into your own heart. What you resist not only persists, but grows stronger. Shame is a soul-eating emotion. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own soul. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. Loneliness does not come from having no people around you, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to you. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. If one does not understand a person, one tends to regard him as a fool. No tree can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. Where your fear is, there is your task. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. The biggest tragedies in life happen when we choose comfort over growth. Most people are not truly alive, they are just trained to behave. A man's worth is not measured by how he appears, but by the battles he fights within himself. What you avoid internally eventually appears externally. Nothing changes until you are tired of your own excuses. Your shadow is not your enemy, it is the part of you that wants to be understood. The greatest mistake is to believe we are whole when we are deeply divided within. What you admire in others is waiting to be awakened in you. Most people learn too late that healing begins with honesty, not with hope. If you dig in the right place, one insight is enough to change a lifetime. Life becomes easier the moment you stop expecting others to fix your wounds. We are not what happened to us, we are what we choose to become. You do not find meaning in life, you build it through responsibility. The shadow you refuse to face becomes the cage you live in. To become conscious is to walk alone for a time. Youth ends the moment you stop questioning your own beliefs. The person you pretend to be is the greatest obstacle to the person you could become. Wisdom begins when you notice your own patterns and dare to change them. Your soul will not speak until you silence the noise you cling to. What we call bad habits are often the places we hide our deepest wounds. Before you ask life for more, ask yourself who you must become to receive it. We carry inside us all the people we ever met. You cannot live the afternoon of life according to the morning's rules. Most men fear failure, but the deeper fear is discovering who they truly are. Your shadow grows in the places where your fear is greater than your curiosity. Nothing goes away until it teaches you what you needed to learn. Healing begins the moment you stop seeking permission to feel. You cannot outrun a wound you refuse to look at. Growth demands trading your illusions for responsibility. Life will keep breaking you at the same point until you learn to respond differently. The longest journey you will ever make is the one into your own self. People change not when they see the light, but when they feel the heat. What you love makes you vulnerable, what you fear makes you blind. To know yourself is not an arrival but a lifelong confrontation. Peace is the result of understanding your own chaos. Every unhealed wound becomes a future problem waiting to explode. If you do not choose a path, your shadow will choose one for you. When you look within, you stop competing with what's outside. We grow wise when we stop blaming the world and start examining the self. The life you want begins the moment you are no longer afraid of who you are.